Yesterday I was in the heart of the fire, and I posted from the heart of the fire, and I'm still in the fire, but I need to be able to function. So I rally today the best way I know how. Put your game face on, get your shit together, and go perform. Because if you have done the reps enough, there's enough muscle memory that can power you through the times that you have to sit simultaneously in the fire and in the world. And that nature and elasticity of moving from the inner experience to the world, likewise the ability to move from your outer self to your inner self, I don't like to say higher self, but inner self, and keeping that flow and that connection really, really strong and intact allows me to get a better equilibrium to be in public, to be in an office, to function in a, I'm going to say semi-productive way. I don't think I'm going to be at peak productivity today, but I allow myself a little grace and latitude just to go slow and not make mistakes. If I get each task done as a piece of beauty and I get to check it off my list with grace, that's okay. I need to work to my capacity today, and not over it. Really hold myself in a little bit of grace today, because what happens when you're deep in the work, what has happened to me is I work so hard in unearthing the lies, and you feel such liberation at the first cadre of lies that you identify, right? You feel so fulfilled, you feel so connected with your inner self, and you really feel a sense of triumph. Oh my gosh, I identified my 7 stories that I tell myself. Now I'm free. Not free of them, but free, at least I know they're not unconscious. I know them. And what happens after that is, if you keep going with the work deeper and deeper, the lies become so much more subtle and tricky and so well reasoned out. They're so easy to believe that when the veil falls away, like it did yesterday for me, it feels really abrupt. Like, oh my God, I'm still a liar to a crazy degree. Because the story I allowed myself to accept was so reasonable. But it wasn't the truth. It wasn't the truth. So I'm not spinning. I'm a little numb. Not totally, obviously. But I'm sitting in it. And I am going to get to work on the pieces of work that have been exposed. Because there's a time for letting things integrate, and then there's a time for digging in. And this is a time for digging in, because I need to understand so that then I can let it integrate. And then I've excavated one more level, and those levels don't stop. And they get harder to excavate, God damn it. But always worthwhile. And the lessons get really fucking painful too. But they get worthwhile as well. So that is what is happening for me today. And I will see you tomorrow.